Part E, retell a passage. Listen to a short passage, then retell as much of the passage as you can. You will have 30 seconds to answer.
Alan had a crush on Sarah. He wanted to give her a gift, so he bought flowers and a chocolate cake. One day, he gave them to her. Sarah was surprised and happy, but she said she didn't have feelings for him. Alan was sad, but he didn't give up. He tried to make Sarah like him by talking to her more often, helping her with her homework, and even writing her a poem. But it didn't work out.
Knight, a dog, loved to find his owner's glasses. Whenever his owner lost them, it was like starting a treasure hunt for Knight. He would sniff around the whole room, under the sofa, under the bed, and on top of the bookshelf. One day, as usual, when his owner was in a panic, Knight dashed towards the sofa. And there, between the sofa cushions, he found his owner's glasses. He picked them up in his mouth and brought them to his owner. His owner was amazed at Knight's intelligence and patted him on the head.
Part E, retell a passage. Listen to a short passage, then retell as much of the passage as you can. You will have 30 seconds to answer.
Rory is turning a year older next week. He's throwing a space-themed birthday party. His friends are coming over to play games like an alien hunt and a rocket ship race. There will be a giant chocolate planet cake and plenty of snacks. Rory's room will be decorated with stars and planet posters. He's really excited to explore the universe.
Nancy and Laura had decided to have a scary movie marathon. Cuddled up in their bed with a bowl of popcorn, they watched one horror movie after another. They screamed and laughed, taking turns covering their eyes during the scariest parts. As the night wore on, they started to feel a little sleepy, so they decided to call it a night and turned off the lights. As they drifted off to sleep, they could still hear the sound of the rain outside and the faint echoes of the scary movies they had watched.
Part E, retell a passage. Listen to a short passage, then retell as much of the passage as you can. You will have 30 seconds to answer.
The Johnson family enjoyed spending time outdoors. They packed their backpacks with food and a bird-watching book and went for a hike in the woods. They found a peaceful spot to have a picnic. While they were eating, they heard some noise in the bushes. A deer family came out from the trees and began to eat grass.
A man named David went to the library to work on a report. He found a quiet corner table and spread out his books and notes. As he started writing, he realized he had lost his pen. He searched high and low for it but couldn't find it. Just as he was about to give up and leave the library, he noticed a kind-looking old man sitting at the next table. With a warm smile, the old man offered David his pen. David was so grateful for the man's kindness that he couldn't find the words to express it.
Part E, retell a passage. Listen to a short passage, then retell as much of the passage as you can. You will have 30 seconds to answer.
A man and a woman stepped out of their car after a shopping trip. As they walked towards their front door, the woman realized she'd left her keys in the car. She quickly ran back to the vehicle and retrieved them before rejoining her partner at the door.
Do you know that feeling when you're trying to remember something, but it's just on the tip of your tongue? It's like it's there, but you can't quite grasp it. This phenomenon is called the tip of the tongue effect. It's a common experience that everyone has had at some point. While it can be frustrating, the tip of the tongue effect is actually a fascinating example of how our brains work. When we try to remember something, our brains search through a vast network of interconnected neurons. If we can't find the exact word or phrase we're looking for, our brains may retrieve similar words or phrases instead. This can sometimes lead to us getting stuck on the tip of the tongue.
Part E, retell a passage. Listen to a short passage, then retell as much of the passage as you can. You will have 30 seconds to answer.
The Lee family lived in a busy city. But they still wanted to enjoy a picnic. They found a small park in the middle of the city and spread out their blanket on the grass. As they ate their sandwiches, they watched the people walking by and listened to the sounds of the city.
Green tea is a special kind of tea made from tea leaves. It's a very popular drink in many countries, especially in Asia. To make green tea, the tea leaves are heated right after they are picked from the plant. This helps to keep the leaves green and gives the tea a nice fresh taste. You can drink green tea hot or cold. It's usually best to drink it plain, without milk or sugar. Green tea is a refreshing drink that is good for you any time of the day.
This is the end of this mock exam.